What's up, everybody? This is Cool Game 24 here, and today I'm gonna bring to you my Sons of Anarchy Season 5 Episode 6 review entitled Small World. And before I get to this video, I recorded this video once, so I'm not gonna be all in it in my second video. So I'm only gonna give you a couple highlighted characters, and then I'm gonna finish this video short. So let's see, the highlighted characters in this episode that I'm gonna pick is Eli, Rosabelle, you know, the sheriff, Jax, Clay, Gemma, and yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, Tariff too. Okay, let's see, and my fault, Pope too, because this has something to do with the whole overall episode. Let's see. Eli has, you know, in this episode we see that Eli lost his wife from the break-ins, and he is angry, and he wants to blame the club. He's basically going out his way to try to bring a 10-gang task force to Charming, or he want to know who caused this. So the Sheriff Patrol, he's kind of, you know, he's pissed that he lost his wife to some break-ins to a mystery person, but he knows it's tied to the club. Okay, that's about it for Eli. We have Pope, who you see what kind of man Pope is with each episode, but in this episode you see what kind of, you know, that he is a master at being a criminal, because there's three things that showed in this episode about how smart and how powerful Pope is. Excuse me. The first one is he offers a deal to Jax to mew half, I think, I don't think half or something like that, and mew half of the cocaine to, I think, to Len, the Triads, the Niners, and the Mayans, and increase the profit that the Sons are making to 50,000 more. He's not going to take a cut out of it, but he's going to increase it, but he's going to gain a lot more because the money goes to him for Munelet, being a part of this mule operation that the Galindo has created for the Sons, and he want to take a piece of it, but he knows that he can make a lot more money by using the miners and everybody else to do all that across country. Second, you know, the smartest thing that this shows his intelligence is, he told Jax that, you know, Jax questioned him like, why would you do this? But it's more risk for you. I thought you was out the drug game. And Pope's answer was basically like, no, the most lucrative thing that I have done my whole entire career has been drugs. But in order for you to do that, in order for me to, you know, stay under the radar, I had to deal with specific people that's professional. Because when you deal with a higher level of professional people, professional criminals, you don't have to worry about risks, because they're all in the same boat. They don't want to get caught, and basically they know what to do, and they have people in their pocket. So when you do that, you cut out all the risks. You deal with the smart people, you don't have to worry about the cops. You make your money and you deal drugs without a problem. That was a lesson to Jax. And the third thing to show his intelligence is him predicting the fact that if he does die, he'll know that he wouldn't know, but his killer will get killed after he die. It's more like an insurance policy, you know, kind of like a FU from the grave. He told Jax basically, if a bullet goes to my head, the first person who puts the bullet into my killer's head will get $5 million. And he says greed, I forgot what it says, loyalty ensures my life or something like that, and greed, I forgot what he said, but basically he basically told him, and I'm gonna say this in my own words, that basically money will ensure the fact that, you know, whoever kills him is going to get killed too, so they won't be able to join his death. And his ability to know that in this world he can die at any time. So you should know, in this world, in this criminal world, you should always have an insurance policy, because you don't know if you're gonna die today or tomorrow. That's where I got it from. That's my perspective on it. We got let's see, we have Gemma. Gemma, in my opinion, is one of the worst people I've seen on Sons of Anarchy, for a lot of reasons. She caused a friction between Nero and Carla, and it shows in this episode what she done when she got Tara, when she manipulated Tara to to beat up Carla. It came back to haunt her, because Carla, you know, basically Carla snuck in the house, hold her at gunpoint, and told her to get in her room naked. Then she proceeds to call Nero up and tell Nero to take his clothes off and have sex with Gemma in front of her. And basically this is what Gemma did. She manipulated, you know, the situation into this what they're in now with Nero and Gemma. So you got Nero and Gemma about to have sex, but Gemma too much of a pussy. She's not as tough as she thinks she is, because she cried, and you know, and Nero had to step up and was told Carla, like, okay, you gotta kill me, go ahead, kill me, go ahead, I don't care, like, this is ridiculous, you doing this out of nowhere. And Carla was like, you know, I just wanted to see you do your thing one time before I go. Then she turned the gun on herself and killed herself. Now after this scene, we found out that Nero's family adopted Carla, but Carla was actually in love with Nero like as long as they knew each other. So Gemma practically made, without knowing the situation, and she stepped on someone else's life and caused them to have stress so much that she caused someone to kill themselves. And Nero lost his stepsister, and this is the same kind of thing that happened between the stepbrother stepsister thing that happened in Dexter, you know, but it didn't go anywhere, and it didn't go anywhere here either. After Carla killed herself, Nero left, and Gemma jabbed at her a little bit by saying, you know, look what you did, bitch. And this shows her no compassion at all for the dead, or no compassion at all for anything except herself. Later in the episode, we see Gemma going to hospital, and she practically, you know, want to see what's going on with Rosabelle's wife, but she don't know she don't know that Rosabelle's wife is dead, so she want to check on her. Wayne, seen earlier in the episode, seen Nero go in a house. So Wayne confronts her and tells her, tells her about herself, tells her that she uses people, she manipulates people, and she don't have friends. All she has is chess pieces. And she seemed surprised that Wayne stepped up to her like that. And it's about time that somebody did step up to her and told her about herself, because I don't know if Jax will ever do that. Clay did it before, and he couldn't, you know, withhold himself from just beating the shit out of her. That was wrong, but she had it coming because of what she did in the past. And also we see, let's see, Wayne wants her. He's trying to force her hand to get an more intimate roles towards Gemma, him and Gemma, because he sees himself in the friend zone, and he's seeing himself. Wayne invested himself and his services to Gemma for so long, and he didn't get anything back but a kiss. It said in the dialogue between them that all he got was a kiss, and that's all. She is a toxic person, and if she continues to keep doing what she's doing to people, it's gonna cause harm to the club and to her loved ones. And basically, you got to see it, the dialogue between her and Wayne in the hospital, because basically he told her off. Like I said before, I'm stumbling on my words because I already recorded this once, and I really don't want to say the same thing twice. Let's see, we got two more people. Tara in this episode tried to take the initiative to contact Arthur Delaney in prison, because so she can take care of the problem and get the RICO case unraveled. In turn of that was good. That if she does that, she's gonna gain some extra points with the club, and she's gonna gain some extra points with her husband to show that she can actually do club things. But at the same time, in my opinion, she wants to do this club thing because she wants to, I think, taste the club life and see what's it all about. She wants to do this on her own without anybody's help, and it shows after that, because she didn't tell Jax that she met up with what's his name, Otto. Yeah, she didn't tell Jax that she met up with Otto. She just told him that she couldn't get an appointment with him at that time. So that shows me that she basically, like I said before, she want to get a taste of it, and she want to do things on her own. And she's kind of gaining a softer side for Gemma. She's seeing Gemma as not much of a threat anymore. That's why she's letting the kids around her now, and plus Jax allowed it. So yeah, that's about it. Jax in this episode, midpoint in season 5, he seems to change. He changed a lot. In this episode, he takes Pope's lessons, and he seems to get smarter every time he talks with Pope. But it shows in this episode that every move that he made and every move that he has learned from Pope, he's getting better at playing this game, playing the game as a powerful criminal or a powerful person in his world, in an MC world. He makes the deal with Pope to allow Pope to take I think most of the coke or some of the coke and move it around with the Mayans, the Triads, and the Niners. And in turn with that, he's gonna take some more money, $100,000 more from the deal. Also, he seemed to getting kind of his instincts going on. I don't know, I can't tell right now as how he is, but it showed in this episode when he killed the guy who initiated the whole thing between Opie getting killed. The Warren. He killed him, but you saw you know, how many strikes he done to the guy, and everybody was looking like, you know, Jax has lost his mind, or like, Jax is getting darker because he just kept hitting him, and Bobby had to stop him from hitting him some more. Like, Bobby told him, it's over, come on man, let's get out of here. Also, you know, this episode, I think he wants a break from this whole criminal world, and the pressure on him is getting a lot heavier because now he has this home invasion. He has Roosevelt threatened to put the gang task force at use, and he has the whole drug thing that he's trying to get the club out of, and he has Pope too. He has a lot of problems that he can't solve right now, but he's still showing a very good leadership role as being the Sun's, you know, leader, and he's doing a good job. You know, he's being a good he's being a good politic at dealing with Pope. So yeah, that's about it. See everyone later.